Hey everybody, it is good to be with you today. And the past 4 weeks for me have been amazing because we have been able to gather back together on Sundays in our sanctuary for our worship services. It's really hard for me to believe that we spent 23 weeks in a row where we did not gather together on Sundays here at the Crossroads building. So the past 4 weeks, it has been so great to see so many of you. Now, as we've gathered back together, some of the comments that I've heard is, it's a little bit different than when we used to gather together back in March. And you're right, there are some different guidelines that we have to follow, and there is just a different feel in the sanctuary. And yet, we really have a heart for us to continue to gather together on Sundays. So I thought I would throw 2 or 3 ideas at you that might help you in preparing to come on Sundays. One question that I get sometimes is, where do I find the songs that we sing on Sundays? And what we've done is we've found a spot for that on our Crossroads Church website. You go to the website, you look at the top bar and you'll see the word listen. You click on listen and then you'll see the word worship. Click on the word worship and that will take you to 2 different playlists. One playlist that has all the songs that we choose from for our Sunday morning worship times, and then another playlist that lists the songs that we'll actually sing that specific Sunday coming up. So as you're preparing through your week to come and gather on Sunday at our worship service, you could be listening or worshiping with those specific songs so you feel like you're ready to come and to participate. You know, if you spent some time in the Bible reading about worship, especially in the Psalms, you'll find that God loves our physical worship. He wants our hearts and our minds to be ready to worship Him, but we have so many examples of how we can physically worship God. The psalmists write about how we can raise our hands to God, how we can kneel before God, how we can shout, how we can clap, how we can sing songs of praise, how we can dance. There's lots of joy in dancing in the Psalms. Maybe for you, as you come back into our gathering, you'll look around and you'll see maybe a few less people, but you'll also notice people physically worshiping God. You'll see someone raise their hands. You'll see someone clapping. For you, maybe the act of participating physically with your body will help you to be more comfortable during our worship services. So I would encourage you to give it a shot. If you want to spend a little bit more time reading about physical postures of worship in the scriptures, what we've done is we've attached a document to our worship website page, and you can go there and you can read about the different places in the Bible that it talks about physically worshiping God and what that looks like. Last thing, what I find myself doing often in the course of my week is trying to find playlists that have songs that direct me towards God so that my heart is ready to come and to worship Him on Sundays. And 2 of the playlists that I've been listening to a lot lately, one is by a group out of Australia. They're called City Alight, and they write fantastic contemporary songs that have a hymn-like fashion to them. So if you're interested, I would encourage you to go on something like Apple Music or Spotify and look up City Alight. As I've been listening to them, I find that I'm listening to 3 songs specifically. One that's called Only a Holy God, one that's called God is For Us, and one that's called Yet Not I, But Christ Through Me. The other playlist that I'm listening to a lot these days is actually from a conference that I was able to participate in a few weeks ago, and it's called Sing 2020, The Scriptures. And this conference was specifically for worship leaders and for worshipers, encouraging them to make sure that as we sing songs of praise and of worship in our church gatherings, that they be straight from the Bible. And so if you're interested in that, again, it's called Sing 2020, The Scriptures, and I bet it would bless you if you spent some time listening to those songs. Well, the next time I see you, hopefully it'll be on a Sunday, but even if you're still participating and watching online, I would encourage you to listen to worship songs. I would encourage you to see what the scriptures say about what it means to physically worship God, and then to find maybe 1 or 2 different playlists that you could be listening to that would prepare your heart and your mind to come as we worship together on Sundays.